I'm being accused of discriminating against other people or something because of my hair.
The birdhouse is committed to creating an anti-racist environment.
I'm not
We recognize that racism does not only present itself
My
in the
family
terms
is
of
black
floor,
and native.
hate speech, or
My
physical
cousins are half black, and my other
Hey guys, welcome back to another Normal Gays video where we take on LGBT insanity. I'm Brad Polumbo here with Clarkson Lawson. So,
sorry.
What's up, bro? Super mask. Are you a big fan of queer-owned venues and businesses?
I'm not particularly a fan of any business or any product or service that advertises itself based off of something that they really have no control over.
Mm-hmm.
Usually,
I agree with that.
Product.
Like I probably am a fan of some queer-owned businesses, but I don't know it, right? And I tend to, when they lean into that too much, it tends to be a little bit of a red flag for me. But we're going to talk today about the Birdhouse Art Space, which is a Canadian queer and trans-run venue that is going viral right now after kicking a woman out or preventing her from entering an event because of her hair. Let's roll this. You're going to find it quite interesting, I think.
Hi, everybody. I'm at the Bastard Barbecue right now. All my friends are in there. But I guess supposedly since I have wool in my hair, I'm not allowed in. And there's a big voucher thing that they want me to read and sign, and they want to give me, they want to refund my money and not let me in. And I just paid $60 and drove all the way from New West. And I also just drove all the way here from Headley so that I could be here last night and got home at 4 o'clock in the morning. And now I can't get in because of my hair.
It was included in, when you bought your ticket, it was included, our culture association policy was included when you bought your ticket, when you, like, in the description of the event. So it is something that was put out ahead of time. And so I apologize.
I don't really understand. So you're not letting me in because of my hairstyle?
Correct. Yeah, so, if it doesn't align with a culture that...
I am Viking. Vikings have dreads. So if you want me to go debate everybody in there on whether or not Vikings or Celtic people can have dreadlocks in their hair, I will do it. I will debate your whole freaking system.
I'm not here to debate.
Yeah, but this is retarded. I just drove 5 hours to get here.
Also, like, even that language, I don't want used in the venue as
well.
My
gosh.
So it's like, we're having a couple different issues here.
Like,
we're having cultural
this is my buddy right
issue,
here.
and
Like,
we're also having an issue
probably
with, like,
okay.
saying
I can't get Jarek, they won't. I'm filming right now, but they won't let me in because I have dreadlocks.
They what?
They won't let me in because I have dreadlocks, and they're trying to show me that
And we
this way.
explained to them that we have a cultural appropriation policy.
I'm Celtic.
Policy, we will not let you
Celtic
in.
people have
I've tried
dreadlocks,
to explain to them
and I'm totally
that
being
it's not a
discriminated
mask.
on right now.
We're
This is wow crazy.
This is so insane. Also, the build of that bouncer took me by surprise. That's wild.
I find it just comical, but also like insanely condescending that they think they need to protect people from haircuts. Like, no, we want our venue to be a safe space, so only certain skin colors can have certain haircuts because otherwise someone's haircut might upset someone's feelings. Like, you have got to be kidding me.
It's almost like I feel like I don't even need to say how racist it is, just because I feel like anybody should be able to recognize that. But it's literal racism. Like, everybody has hair. I don't understand how we're gatekeeping cultural, like, norms. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
It's so regressive. What are we going to, like, oh, this belongs to me because of my skin color, and this belongs to you because of your race. Like, it's a haircut, right? What is this collectivism, this race essentialism, this idea that people own cultures and that you're somehow harming them by participating? Not even to get into the whole issue of like, well, she says that is her culture. And they're just like, no, only black people can have this, like, dreads. Like, what? Why is this necessary? How are they actually doing this unironically in 2025? I mean, it is Canada, I guess.
I was gonna say it's Canada, but I'm surprised nobody else, like, stood up for her. You know, like, even I don't know what happened after the video with her friend, but like, that's just I don't know. I guess it's on her for going to an event like that. Maybe she knew how woke it was, but
I
that's
mean, they said they sent her the policy, and I did actually find the policy on the internet, so maybe she should have read it. But like, we all just click accept terms, right? We don't all
Yeah.
always just read that all, and the actual policy is insane. So she demanded to speak to the manager, and the manager actually came out, and he just starts reading the policy at her. It's kind of funny.
Can I please talk to you for a
Yeah, yeah, you can.
I really do not understand why I'm being discriminated against. Like, it's like as if I'm being accused of discriminating against other people or something because
Here's the
because
thing
of my hair.
about it is, you want a video of this right now?
Well, yeah, because it's totally unfair and I'm being discriminated
So the
against.
Birdhouse is committed to creating an anti-racist environment.
I'm not
We
racist.
recognize that racism does not only present itself
My
in
family
the
is
forms of
black
slur,
and native.
hate speech, or
My
physical
cousins are half black and my other cousins are half
Are you
native.
black?
And I'm Jewish and Celtic. And Celtic people have dreadlocks. We're Vikings. I am allowed to wear dreadlocks. I shouldn't have to fight for this. Other
This was
cultures
made
have.
a lot.
This is just going to look so
Consolidation.
bad. I have so many friends and I'm going to show it everywhere. I think you should cut me some slack and just let me in and I'll delete this video.
So this was made very carefully with the black community in our space. And I just want you to look at this and think about it. And
I
think about if
probably
that's
have
something
at least like 5 people, friends in there that are black right now.
So I actually have to go run an event, but there's an email on there if you want to engage with us further, okay?
Whoever, I can't imagine there are actually, I mean, I'm sure there are because we see them on TikTok, but like anybody in real life who would actually see a white girl with braids or dreads and genuinely get offended by it. Any black person.
No. 99% of black people do not give a shit, but 1% who have turned like them being black into a grift, a career. They offer some like consultants, some DEI consultancy. They charge a venue like this, huge sums of money to come up with an inclusivity policy. They are the ones that make this stuff up and get mad about it. And then they are just trying to like flagellate themselves to them. Like, we bow down to the black community and our leaders that crafted this policy. And they said that only certain races can have certain hairstyles. And otherwise that's very triggering and very offensive.
Yeah. Because the black community needs to be worried about people's hairstyles. Like that's
They're not though. Like,
right.
They give zero Fs. It's just some grifters, and then people like this are just. Imagine thinking this is going to promote racial harmony. This kind of approach.
This is one way to radicalize that woman. I'm sure now her entire Instagram feed and TikTok is Charlie Kirk and all of the different red pill pipeline, because that type of experience would radicalize me. That's for sure.
Oh heck yeah! And I also find it funny how she said something like was retarded and they crashed out.
I know. I heard that and I was like, ooh.
I mean, I don't really say that. We've talked about that before, but it's just not the end of the world. The idea that you're going to keep someone out of a venue because they say that is kind of absurd. This whole thing, I just don't think that adults need to be like protected from things that really aren't even offensive in any serious way, but like a hairstyle. And if there really are adults in there, because their whole thing is like, oh, we want to create a safe, inclusive environment, and that's why we have this policy. If there are adults in there who would like be meaningfully harmed by a woman entering there with a certain hairstyle, like they need to check into a mental institution. That is on them. That's a serious issue of lacking emotional maturity and resilience.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point. And I think that's a lot of the things that we react to is that they default to security rather than resilience. So anything that happens to a minority, they just automatically assume that it is the oppressor's fault, that we need to cater to these minorities' feelings, or even the bullying conversation. It's like, stop bullying, rather than get strong enough to withstand it. And it just creates weak individuals. And I think that's why living in that type of bubble is so self-destructive, because the world doesn't care.
I love the manager just reading the policy off the paper. We are committed to an anti-racist environment. And that means that we not just only stop cultural appropriation, but also microaggressions and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I can't believe people actually drink this Kool-Aid this hard still.
And of course the manager had, what was it, green hair?
I didn't see, but yeah, it also was white.
Yeah.
No black people. I'm sure there are zero black people on this staff.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, maybe one. But like,
Maybe.
I mean, it is Canada to be fair, but it's like there's a performative element of this where a lot of this is done by white saviors,
Mhm.
right? Zero actual normal black people give a shit about any of this. This kind of like anti-racism thing is done by white people for other white people to show and signal how good and anti-racist they are, not to actually help anyone because no one actually cares or is harmed.
Well, I have a theory that what deep down what it is people do want to help and change the world into a better place as they see fit. But what I think this is intersecting with is laziness. Like if they actually wanted to fix the world, they'd most likely have to work hard to work within our systems to get enough influence and power to make changes. But instead, they just latch onto this because it's okay. Well, we just have to stop a girl from wearing dreads. So now I'm making the world a better place. So it really is just laziness.
Yeah, and they're actually just making the world a worse place where people
Yeah.
are more divided and it's a regressive attitude, honestly, that some hairstyles are only for this skin shade. It's so silly. But you guys let us know what you think. Do you side with this queer and trans-owned business? We do not, but that's just us. You let us know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed if you aren't yet, and do hit that like button while you're at it. And guys, we'll be back with more normal gays content real soon.